Story time, story time. The crocodile's secret tears. Deep in the heart of the great river Oji, where the water ran wide and deep, lived a crocodile named Kalu. Kalu was feared by every creature in the river. With his sharp teeth, rough back, and unblinking eyes, he was the king of the riverbank. But Kalu had a secret. Every time the rain fell, and the skies wept over the land, Kalu would disappear. No one saw him hunt. No one saw him float. He simply vanished. One curious little animal noticed this strange behavior. Her name was Myra, a young and playful monkey who lived high up in the iroko trees near the river. Myra was not like the others. She was brave, full of questions, and never afraid to follow her curiosity. One evening, just as the sky darkened and the first drops of rain began to fall, Myra swung down from her tree and whispered, "Tonight, I will find out where the crocodile goes." With quiet steps and careful hops, Myra followed Kalu from a distance as the rain began to pour. Kalu crawled out of the water, walked past the reeds, through the muddy path, and entered a small, hidden cave carved into the riverside rock. Myra crept closer and peeked through a crack. What she saw made her eyes grow wide. Kalu was not fierce. He was not scary. He was crying. His great eyes were full of tears. His huge body trembled. He sat there, alone, whispering to himself. Myra's heart softened. Why would the king of the river cry when it rains? She wondered. The next day, when the skies were bright and the sun danced on the river, Myra told her closest friends, Oak the tortoise, Sango the antelope, and Idi the parrot. "Kalu cries when it rains," Myra declared. "Impossible," said Oak. "Crocodiles don't cry." "I've never seen him do that," said Ada. "He must be hiding something big," said Hugo. So together, they made a plan. They would go to Kalu not to fight or accuse, but to ask. Later that afternoon, as the river shimmered with golden light, the animals gathered near Kalu's favorite resting spot. Myra stepped forward first. "Great Kalu," she said gently, "I saw you last night, in the cave. I saw your tears. Why do you cry when it rains?" The river grew still. Kalu blinked. His eyes, sharp like blades, suddenly looked tired and sad. He sighed deeply, the sound like wind moving through a tunnel. "I cry," he said slowly, "because the rain reminds me of her." "Her?" asked Myra, confused. "My mother," Kalu replied. "Long ago, when I was just a tiny croc, I lived in this river with her. She taught me how to swim, how to hunt, and how to stay still like a log. But one rainy season, the river rose too fast. The floods swept her away. I waited for her, but she never came back." Silence fell. Even the birds stopped singing. "The rain feels like her touch," Kalu continued, his voice shaking. "Each drop reminds me of her voice, her warmth, her love. So I go to the cave and cry where no one can see me." Myra's eyes filled with tears too. So did Ada's. Even Oak's hard shell seemed to tremble a little. "I thought crying made me weak," Kalu said softly. "But maybe, it just makes me real." Myra stepped forward and placed her tiny hand on Kalu's massive claw. "It's okay to cry," she said. "We all miss someone. And tears don't mean weakness, they mean we loved." From that day, everything changed. Whenever it rained, Kalu didn't hide. He came out and sat by the river's edge. And slowly, other animals joined him, some with stories, some with songs, some just to sit quietly. The crocodile was still mighty, still powerful, but now, he was also known as the keeper of memories. And every time it rained, the river didn't feel heavy with sadness anymore. It felt full of love.